All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Life is Strange Double Exposure. Where we left off, we covered a lot of ground. We started the process of investigating using our new powers. Turns out I was right. The ability to switch between timelines is what Max has now instead of jumping between time. What we found, well, we found a lot actually. We found out that that Lucas has been hiding this secret or something or another in the timeline in which Safi is dead, which I'll refer to as the dead timeline. Turns out that his son Robbie or whatever was approached and was told that he was the reason for the divorce that Lucas is having with his wife or whatever had with his wife. Lucas seems to believe that Safi was the one that had done it or whatever, that basically went to his child or whatever and told him that. I don't know why Safi would do anything like that, but that's what he believes. And he then went and got a restraining order, and we found that information out inside of his briefcase, and he asked us not to send that information to Safi. Well, actually, I think I had it wrong. It's not in the dead timeline. It's the live timeline, the living timeline. And he asked us not to send it to Safi. But we did it anyway. I'm kind of curious as what other people decided to do. We haven't got to that part yet. In regards to Vin, we investigated him a little bit more. We found that Vin is also a member of the Abraxas Society. Vin seems to have lost his phone. He was worried about it. He had his Abraxas brother in to try to go and find it. He believed Diamond took the phone, but turns out Diamond had nothing to do with it, or so it seems that she has nothing to do with it. We got into his phone through the dead timeline in which Safi is dead, and we found that there were some pictures of Safi and Vin in compromising positions. So apparently they had some kind of relationship with each other. Didn't know that. We then investigated a little bit further with Moses, and we found out that Moses is he's now kind of being treated as a suspect for Safi's death in the dead timeline. Turns out when the incident occurred, Moses grabbed her her camera, and took it with him and placed it inside of his office. Somehow the law enforcement figured out that he is in possession of this camera. He said he did it because he wanted to keep the memories or whatever and didn't want to hand it over to the police. Which I don't know, man. I kind of feel like he's kind of making that up or whatever. And he has some other alternative reason as to why he's holding on to that camera. I feel like there's something else on that camera besides those pictures. I don't feel like he's telling the truth. But we were able to get the camera through the live, bouncing back and forth between the live and the dead timeline. And law enforcement now feels like we know where that camera is. And they approached us and they asked us, hey, do you have anything of use for this case? Or are you holding on to any information that may help us, deal with this case? I opted to lie. That's probably not the best decision. It's probably going to bite me in the butt. But I got a feeling like Moses is a good dude. I don't think he's nefarious. I don't think he's doing anything wrong per se. He might be a little misguided, but I still feel like with our powers, we may still be able to keep him and ourselves safe. Trying to think, is there anybody else that we needed to investigate? So we investigated Lucas, we investigated Vin, we investigated Moses. Oh, Gwen, that's who it is. Gwen. We did some investigation in Gwen's office, and it seems like in the I get the two timelines confused, man. I have to think about it for a second. In the live timeline, Gwen is being kicked out of the school. Seems like in that timeline, she has been reported selling drugs to the kids on campus, which doesn't seem like her character. And she, she's saying that it's not true. We met with her up in the observatory. And then we also found out through her emails that she was the reason why Safi's manuscript didn't get published. That she shared something with the publishing company that made them withdraw from sharing, from publishing, from Safi's manuscript. Apparently, Yasmin, the dean of the university, had video footage of Gwen selling illegal substances to students, and it was all on a flash drive. Gwen gave us a flash drive for us to see, and then she took it back, and then she tried to burn it, but we stopped it from burning. Another decision I made, which I'm also curious to see what other people decided. This pissed off Gwen. Gwen feels like, we're not on her side or whatever. So now we look like shit to Gwen. So I just, out of desperation, I just asked, hey, why did you stop her publishing? Why did you stop Safi's publishing? Because I felt like we're not going to win Gwen over. She found us snooping already, or eavesdropping, I should say. We stopped the flash drive from being burnt. She doesn't feel like we're an ally to her or whatever in her cause, in her cases. So I'm like, well, you know what? I done messed up her relationship, so I might as well just go out with the question and just ask. Which she didn't answer, and then she just walked away. We talked to Loretta, who is the podcaster. Loretta seems to think that there's some kind of connection between Safi's death in the dead timeline and another student by the name, I think, of Maria or something like that. Something that started with an M. And she was getting close to being published as well, and she died. So she thinks that there's something related to that, something that connects those two, which I'm guessing we'll probably investigate that a little bit further too. Another thing I also want to mention before we start the game, Reggie seemed to see his doppelganger up on the observatory for some reason. It scared the crap out of him. He came down. He started having a panic attack. So it's something strange going on in this universe. I'm getting the feeling like, this might be one of those the movie Us type joints where, you just walking around and you see your doppelganger and it's an evil version of yourself. Like maybe that could explain the reason why Gwen is on camera selling dope to the kids. Maybe there's an evil version of Gwen and there's an evil version of Reggie. I don't know, man. It's seeming like that's where the story is heading. But we won't know until we just continue. So without further ado, I've been talking, I've been rambling. Sorry for that. Just wanted to catch people up that are just not tuning in or whatever. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game and see where we go.
Okay, let's download Safi's photos onto your computer, yeah? Or...
You go ahead. I need a minute to get my thoughts in order. I'll join you soon.
Okay.
Wait, is that?
Oh, that's one of Lucas's books.
By Lucas Colmenero. Figures there'd be copies all over campus.
Oh man, I hear
Might as well add it to my collection of so-called clues.
I hear one of those
I
dead
picked up so many things today. Best lay it all out and see if it gets me anywhere.
All right, let's take a look at our messages. All right, Hold on. Diamond. Hi, Max. I'm reaching out to see if you heard from Moses. He's been closed off the past day or so. I'm worried about him. Am I supposed to respond? Guess not. Let's see. Hello, Maxine. I wanted to let you know that a detective alderman wants to speak with you about Safia passing. Any information you can provide will only help him and us understand what happened to my daughter. We're already been introduced. Oh, excellent. Let me know what he says. Message him. I'll try. Okay. I think that's all the messages. So let's see what the crosstalk is talking about. Let's go to Amanda first. Hold on. I think I read that one already. The two demographics that know every word to Cisco's thong song, 13-year-old boys and every lesbian. And I read this already. All right. Okay, that's not relevant to the case. Okay, let's see. Diamond says, my dual tone project was always about talking to and hearing from the past. With Safi gone, I wonder what message she'd leave there now. Moses. That's really sweet of you that you're thinking of her, Diamond. I've been asking myself what she'd say constantly the last 2 days. Diamond, thanks for that. Thanks for saying that, Moses. I hope you're doing okay. Reggie, didn't know that was your art project. I wonder what it'd be like to hear from a ghost. Okay, let's see what Gwen is talking about. The philodendrons are growing in the kitchen, and plants are growing in the living room, and I'm at work worried sick about them. My little plant mom. Nurturing is part of your thing, Gwen. Nature heals. I realized that in the Arcaria forest with my father in Chile. That's why I allude to it so prominently in my work. See what Lucas says. A little Robbie advanced to the debate nationals. I love you and I'm so proud. Robbie, thanks, Dad. I hope you'll be in town. Well, Robbie's a little bit older than what I thought. I thought Robbie was like maybe like a 5-year-old or something. You're my priority. I'll be there. Echo. Go, Robbie. Lucas is always bragging about you in class. I had to say Echo because I didn't want my joint to start talking. Silo, you got this, Robbie. Let's see. Victoria, my long-standing advice, never meet your heroes. That kind of letdown can hurt if you're not careful. Drew, people meet their hero all the time and it's fine. Victoria, you're so right. Why didn't I think of that? Drew, no need to be rude about it. Drew, she blocked me. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is just when they found out that Safi had passed. All right, so let's look at some of this stuff. Gwen, the book deal was involved in somehow in canceling Safi's book deal. Why? So it was Gwen who directly set things in motion to cancel Safi's book deal. She emailed her publisher to make it happen. When I asked Gwen at the Overlook what happened with Safi's book deal, she was shocked, but she didn't elaborate. Weird. Rumor has it there was another girl at Caledon who died from the apparent suicide. Loretta says that Safi and Maya, that's what it was, were friends and thinks that their deaths are connected somehow. Safi never mentioned a Maya. Restraining order. Lucas took out a restraining order against Safi. Why would he do that? Dead world Lucas and Robbie seem thick as thieves, while living worlds, Lucas seems like he's about to lose custody of his son. What gives? Robbie claims Lucas said some unspeakable things to him. Lucas thinks that Safi has something to do with this somehow. Did Lucas really say those things to his son? Or could this be another case of doppelgangeritis? Yeah, it could be. See what they're talking about with Moses. That night, Moses and I found Safi's body that night. He called 911. We were questioned for hours. We started talking to each other about her. We're going to get through this together. Moses had Safi's camera. She used it to take the selfie of the three of us. Sometime that night, Moses went to his office and drew the Gemini mural. He said he and Safi had been planning. Maybe other Moses will draw it with her one day. Reggie convinced he saw some ghostly other him at the crime scene. Is it just Reggie being Reggie, or is there something else going on? Supposedly Reggie saw another version of himself at the crime scene. Safi. Okay. Safi has a book deal for her poetry, and she's excited about what it means for her. Safi and Yasmin seem so proud of Safi's book deal. It's good to see them getting along. Safi's book deal was canceled, and Gwen had something to do with it. Why would Safi pretend it was still happening? When I asked Gwen about Safi's book deal at the Overlook, she wasn't exactly forthcoming. I wonder why. Maya Okada. Rumor has it there was another girl at Caledon who died from an apparent suicide. Loretta says that Safi and Maya were friends and thinks that their deaths are connected somehow. Safi never mentioned a Maya. So those are the notes. I feel like there may be some more information in the journal. Let's check that out too. Yeah, here we are. December 6th. I really stepped in it. Lucas isn't exactly the kind of guy I want it gunning for me. I don't want to diagnose him with a serial killer dark syndrome, but his vibes are all off. Safi doesn't like him, and I don't have any reason not to trust her instincts, and she deserves to know if someone is filing charges against her. That's what I said. Should I apologize, or maybe I'll just never speak to him again? I said just don't talk to him. Or hopefully he never speaks to me again, though it's unlikely. Caledon's a small world. It's so easy to run into people. I really don't need more enemies right now. December 6th. I know what you have said. Let it burn, Max. And trust me, I wanted it to. Just not as much as I wanted to know what was on that flash drive. And yeah, I know I can't fix everything, but if I can help Gwen, I have to try, don't I? December 6th, Alderman clearly anticipated backup in his investigation, and I wasn't going to be the one to help him. And if he hoped to drive a wedge between me and Moses by asking for my help, then he only ended up making our bond stronger. He seems like he's used to things going his way. He tried to act nonchalant, but I could tell he was annoyed. I wish he'd focus on figuring out what happened to Safi instead of playing mind games. Yeah. All right, so where would I lay out the evidence? Over here? On a table, perhaps? Examine.
I can't remember when it's been this clean, but it'd be the perfect place to put all my, evidence.
Let's review the clues.
Okay, Max. Let's see what we've got.
All right. So let's look at the photo first.
This was meant to be a loud message. But from who? And what does it mean?
Okay.
I still don't understand why Gwen would do this to Safi. Especially since she helped her get the book deal in the first place.
Yeah, I believe we read this already in the other video.
While I do want to see this so-called incriminating footage of Gwen, it's probably best to wait till Moses leaves to check it. I know Vin and Abraxas are entangled in everything that's happening. I just don't understand how yet. Lucas, I really don't think he's the one who smashed Safi's windshield, but there's clearly more bad blood here than I knew about.
Is that everything? So we can look at the email, archive, Rose, Lucas book.
I probably shouldn't leave all this out in the open. Maybe if I step away for a bit, these will all make sense later.
Here, let's go ahead and put those away.
Hope Moses is doing all right. I should go see if he's gotten Safi's camera hooked up yet.
All right, what is this? Ooh, let's take this. So I'm guessing these photos are like collectibles.
God, Max, how many of these movies are there?
It's a horror franchise, Safi. They don't get good until at least the third one.
The real horror is that they found a way to make 3 of these.
5, actually.
So, is this the one where they finally explain how he's still walking around with no head? Or...
Before she died, Moses was more Safi's friend. Here, we're all thick as thieves. Wish we'd had a chance to get to this point in our world. Is that a compartment? Does something come out of here?
I'm guessing that box is gonna play a role in some instance. Okay, so this.
I really want to see what Safi captured on her camera.
All right, so let's go in.
Moses? You okay?
Is it weird that I'm low-key nervous about seeing Safi's, final pictures?
Far from it. Safi was special to us. To everyone. But I meant, are you okay?
No. I will be. I think.
You want to talk about it?
I'm here if you need to vent.
I lose one of my closest friends. And when I should be processing my grief, I'm being interrogated by this... Appreciate you standing up to him.
My pleasure. You didn't need to deal with any of that. Not then, not ever. How about we see if Safi's selfie skills are better than mine?
Somehow I doubt it.
Hard to believe that would be the last time we were all together.
That's the truth. What a crew we were. Hey, look. She took one more photo.
Sneaky girl.
What are they looking at?
What is this?
What the fuck?
Max, you killed her?
Yo.
That isn't me in the picture. I swear.
Yes it is, Max.
It's Photoshop. A deepfake, maybe. I don't know.
So this is why you went and got the camera?
No, Moses. Please.
Man, come on, think about that. Why would she sit here and watch this shit with you if she was the one guilty? Let her explain.
Let me explain. Or try to.
Well,
She gonna sound like a crazy person. What do I say? There's another timeline.
There's another timeline. Where Safi's alive. I've been there, and I've seen her. Wait!
I know it.
I can prove it to you.
Take him to the timeline.
You stay the fuck away from me.
Bruh, come on, man. I got a feeling there was nothing I could say to that brother to make him not run away. There's nothing I could say. Damn it. And now we're into the first of the second chapter. So let's see how we did. Delete the restraining order photo or send to Safi. We sent to Safi, so damn, only 35% sent it? Yeah, they must really believe this dude. Wow. So yeah, we're in the majority where we saved the footage. Thank God. We're in the majority of refusing the alderman. Let's see, Assassin's Kids. We're in the majority. Max did not have timid guy get the bathroom key. What? When was the timid guy trying to get a bathroom? I don't even remember that. 64% confident that Vin didn't, Diamond didn't take Vin's phone. I wonder if she did. With the way 36% thought of it. North Quad moment of reflection. Max did not reflect. Okay, so we could have reflected. We didn't. Platypus was facts. Oh. Dang, I didn't even know that was there. Okay, so there's like little stuff. So damn, only 29% stood beside their comment. 36% Max admitted to Lucas that she felt confused by Safi's death. Okay, so 28% apologize. Only 31% vandalized the stand. Oh, they did. Both of them did, but some of them did. Devil horns. I was in the minority, I guess, with the black guy. Home project installation. Max did not engage with the phone art project. Oh, damn. I didn't know that was an option. Day drink with Van. Max kept it professional. So we're in the minority with that one. I guess they probably did it because they wanted to get Van loosened up so that he'll talk. Okay, so we picked up the card just like everybody else. 68%. So Max cracked the code on her own. Okay, so damn, most people kept their favor. Loretta's grade. Max lowered Loretta's grade from a B to a B minus. Oh, okay. So I guess that was an option not to. Gwen's plant. Max watered Gwen's plant. Yeah, we gotta water the plants. Smoke with Gwen. Most people smoke the joint. I didn't reflect. I guess there's places where I can reflect. Didn't realize that. Tell Loretta what Reggie saw at the Overlook. So I was in the majority. I told watering the Helter and house plant. So we didn't water that plant. I guess that was an option. All right. Well, good to know. I think that's all of them. So let's head on to the next chapter. All right, so what outfit should we choose? Well, kitty, kind of rock, looks like. Let's go with a cat picture. Everybody likes cats. Well, not everybody, but most people do. So let's go.
Oh, how is it already morning? This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time. I've gotta be missing something. No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Safi. Restraining Order Lucas said Safi once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Safi, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough. I read the beginning. It's annoyingly good. Unfortunately, Lucas didn't include an evidence that I killed Safi chapter. Before Safi died, Gwen got her book canceled, and I still don't know why. But that doesn't mean she killed Safi. Plus, Dead World Gwen seems genuinely torn up over her death. Yeah, the Gwen theory has some holes. Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that photo of him and Safi canoodling. But what does that even mean?
All right. I think the only thing to do is to watch this flash.
Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught?
What if it's a shapeshifter?
Or is this another doppelganger?
Like, what if there's somebody in this timeline that has like ability to shape shift?
No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Safi.
Man.
Maybe that photo of me has a clue I'm missing.
All right, let's look at it.
Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense, and I would never hurt Safi.
Is that
Not
this?
on purpose.
Is that the outfit that you wore that night?
Isn't me. It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me? None of this is adding up. Why would Gwen want to be caught?
All right, let's refill the
Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now. No matter how much I stare at you, you refuse to make sense. Moses?
No, that might be a detective. Moses might have told him, or whatever. You better look out the door before you open it.
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
I knew it.
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
No, you can't come in. Do you have a warrant?
The photo. If he sees that.
I have some questions for you.
Okay, just ask. What do you want to know?
Of course, I can answer your questions right here.
Well, this is a nice change of pace since yesterday. I appreciate the cooperation. There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Such as?
Go ahead.
Arcadia Bay, where you went to high school, right?
Yes?
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell. Not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
a whole town wiped out by a freak storm. What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky, or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
What do you mean?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you.
Told me to leave.
All right, enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning. None of the evidence makes any sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now. Somehow, all this death leads to you.
Man, you're a little
That's
intense.
not true.
Man, that guy's crazy.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid Max. Stupid, stupid. What the hell do I do now?
Burn the photo.
None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture? The old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken.
Can you do it?
Maybe I still could.
Won't hurt to try. Oh, shit. Trying to get it right. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to bring it all to the same? There we go.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. No. Feels good. Final.
Safi.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Safi died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Safi, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
Tell me how to stop this. What do I have to do?
Pull the trigger.
Man, that's weird. Okay, so now she's back in her apartment. Ooh, her nose is bleeding.
What? No. No, that wasn't enough time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rest.
Come on. If I can just... Fuck.
You're gonna have to research Maya.
You were right. I don't know how, but you were.
I have to tell him. Everything.
If he'll listen. It's gonna be difficult to get him to listen. He just freaked out. Okay, so let's see. I know it doesn't make sense. I'll do my I owe you an explanation, or as much as I have. Meet me in the overlook. Really, Max? There? I know it doesn't make sense. I'll do my best. Please. Fine. Thank you. Alright, so he's talking about numbers. Someone that once asked me why I like numbers. The reality is numbers have no emotions. That makes them easier to understand. They just are. Tony, oh babe, easier to understand isn't inherently superior. And what are you going through right now is normal, even if it is also painful. Carla, spoken with someone who's never met an irrational number. I'm kidding, of course, but hopefully that made you smile a little. It made me smile. Let's see what Diamond's talking about. 3 days and no word from Caledon or the cops about Sophia's death, except a rumor about a Detective Alderman with a lead on who shot her, Isobel. It's really disappointing and frustrating to see as faculty as well. Hell, we haven't even heard that rumor. Shiloh, I'm saying there could be a whole Syria walking around campus and we can't even get an update. Yasmin, please, I implore you to be patient. As you can understand, no one is more on top of this than I am. I want justice more than anyone. Loretta, hold on, rumor? Where'd you hear this? You have my number, Diamond, and I expect to hear my phone ring very soon. That little gossipy ass. Amanda, finals may be postponed, but the ST is still open if anybody wants some late night coffee or just someone to be around. Sadie, we're open till midnight. Thanks for this, Amanda. Best coffee in all of Lakeport. Reggie, would be nice to get out of my dorm for a bit. Let's see. All right, so it's just all right, so let's go.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll be up there. I'm hoping she can use her powers in front of him.
At least you're normal.
All right.
This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
All right, let's take a
I
snapshot.
know Safi would have something poetic to say about this. If only.
All right, so we'll save that.
Might as well gather my thoughts before Moses gets here.
Let's sit here and wait. All right, how are we going to convince this guy that we have powers and that there's a doppelganger?
You stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that? He's probably not coming.
All right, I guess we can. Damn, Moses. Oh, there he is.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
I don't think I've actually done it yet. I think it was a future version of me. Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers.
What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Safi's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Safi, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone...
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then... you'll believe me?
It'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal.
Okay.
All right. There's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline.
Okay, you see me here, right?
Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit!
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
That makes sense. I would forget to do something too.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's try this again.
All right, let's go back.
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said,
Oh shit! What did he say?
Machine Angel Polarity Shield.
Wrong. Extremely wrong. But I did just watch you vanish into thin fucking air. Wow. I mean...
Yeah, near as I can tell, Safi's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. When you give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise.
but I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
I know it sounds like it must have been amazing. But Moses, the things I caused to happen, just having a power doesn't necessarily give you mastery over it.
One of many lessons gleaned from X-Men comics.
The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night, with a gun. You're saying that could be the future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Safi mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Safi. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too.
Wait a minute, who is this?
Oh, shit.
Is that the Alderman?
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it.
You knew what?
Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
You're not making any sense.
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear.
You're gonna shoot him?
Pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
What's he looking at? Shit.
Help me! Help!
Oh, you gotta let go of him. Let's help him.
Max, you have to let go!
Oh, come on, no, man. Wait a minute.
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
Oh man, what's happening to your hair?
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Damn, if she'll talk to you. Man, we done stepped in so much doo-doo with Gwen.
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
They just left his gun up there, though?
And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
Okay.
Okay, talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Safi's book deal. Meeting tomorrow. Where? What meeting? Is it endorsing meetings in general?
We'll look at it. Oh, no, I already looked at it.
I'm worried about Kim. So am I. None of my attempts to reach out.
I hope Gwen will talk to me.
Nope. She's still not answering any
Let's
of my
talk,
calls.
because I don't want to snoop around and then she catch me.
Is that Safi's book?
Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Safi.
No reason to beat around the bush.
I know you got Safi's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
Why did you do this?
That book meant the world to Safi. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Okay, so why would you stop it?
Let me get this straight. You helped Safi get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
So what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book, which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people, Safi included.
Safi's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
I thought it was about her.
You don't have an off switch, do you? How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
I knew that's right. You never mentioned her.
Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it, why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript.
All right, so we need the time, split through the time to go and get inside.
How do I get my hands on a copy?
Oh, she's in here. Of course.
Last time we
So let's do this.
tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over. So they took her computer, probably going through it right now.
Open this.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's read
Reading
it.
Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
A million miles beneath my feet, she lies still in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. Damn. I mean, our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean, my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page, she wrote that she was drowning. By the time she finished, she was drowned. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You could chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains while whole. Floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look. The one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out. Fluttering like birds shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got and then some. All right.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to. I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension.
Okay.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
All right, so I guess Yasmin is across the hall, I would expect. Let's go over there to the admin building.
Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Safi died.
Okay, so I guess we need to go to the cafe and cross over there to the living because she's not dead in the living.
Guard your ankles.
All right, so let's back over here. Yep.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Have you seen Safi today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
Let's see.
Did Safi tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Safia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Safi's book was cancelled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Safia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me?
Or maybe in that timeline they didn't know.
Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point. Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
Let's go along with it.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
Everyone seems to have a different opinion of Maya. It's hard to track what's true.
I understand that Ms. Okada was a bit chaotic.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Safi associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Safia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh, hang on. I'll join you in a minute. Yo, Max, shot in the dark here. But any chance you know what happened to my telescope? The very heavy, very expensive telescope I almost done assembling. Stepped away for a minute, and when I came back, it was no longer close to being assembled. Hey, Moses, sorry to bug you. I had a question about Vin and laying in my Okada. Sure, what's up? Do you know if Vin put out a statement after Maya's death? I didn't see it at the time since I wasn't at Caldon yet, but Safi shared it with me once. Hang on. He said Maya was an incredibly talented writer, but she also had mental health problems. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If we'd have known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. That help? It does, Moses. You're a gem. See what Lucas is saying. I hope you realize the gargantuan can of worms you opened by sending that picture of the restraining order to Safi. I don't know, Lucas. Maybe that can needed to be open. You are my enemy, Max Caulfield. I will have no reprieve, and I pray you don't either. Let's see what she says, what Amanda says. Thanks for making a poor bone weary. Oh, I already read that part. Hey, Max, just trying out this new number someone gave me. Also, good morning. I get it. Mornings are for suckers. You didn't have to say it back. I'm just stoked about our date. Cool, guess you're busy, so hit me up when you can. Hey, sorry if I was a little hard on you. Just don't be a stranger, okay? I just say I won't. Thanks for saying that. So are we okay? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Safi. Hey Max, just got on the North Choir usual spot. See you in a minute or two. So it's not exactly the warmest of December days. Let me know if you're running late. I don't mind personally, but you know how my mom is. Okay, I already read that part. Hey, Safi, thought you might want to know what Lucas is up to. Post restraining order? Jesus, get a grip, Palmanero. And thank you so much, Max. Trust I'll deal with this on my own way. Okay.
He's probably in the admin building.
All right, so let's go to the admin building. Oh, there's Amanda.
Hey, sport. We're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Really? Sport?
Sport?
Yeah. I'm trying out middle-aged white dad slang nowadays. Is it working?
Sure. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Should I tell her? I don't think I should tell her.
Oh, just, work stuff? Why?
Just curious. I didn't realize you two hung out.
I don't know that we hang out, but she's my boss, Safi's mom. We're bound to run into each other, you know?
Is this about Safi?
I mean, yeah, we talked about Safi.
You know you can talk to me about anything, right?
What the hell?
Yeah,
She's acting weird.
Maybe I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Sure thing. Well, I'll leave you to it then. See you around.
That was so weird.
See you, Amanda.
He's probably in the admin building.
I feel like Amanda knows something. All right. Is it this way? I get my whereabouts confused. Or let's try this. Here we go.